Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper One, and these are boots on the ground intel reports from people just like you. So I appreciate you sending them in, and I know everyone that listens to these videos enjoys it because I get a lot of people saying they enjoy the real intel coming from real people. So if you got any real intel, send it to southernprepper1@yahoo.com. Southernprepper1, just the number 1. And I will protect your identity. You'd have to waterboard me and probably draw and quarter me before I tell anyone who you are, what you sent. So do not worry about that. I make everything very generalized. That protects you. So let's get right into it. Got a ton. We have so many. I didn't even write some of them down because I'll include it in tomorrow's. Basically, I was getting tired of writing. Let's get into it. This is in the South, a large equipment rental industry. They rent heavy equipment, bulldozers, all kinds of heavy stuff. Demand is high. Also, forklift parts for their business. They got a forklift that's been down for 8 to 12 months. It's going to take to get that part. Also, they've had to raise their delivery. They used to deliver this equipment for $75. Now it's minimum of $200 just because of the additional fuel costs. Also, it could be up to $500 if it's far away or if it's a heavy load. So fuel is definitely making your delivery of rental equipment for businesses more expensive. Also, the guy that owns this or works there had to get a personal oil change, and they went to 3 different auto supply stores to get the filter and the oil for their vehicle. This is a seller of AED devices, AED defibrillators. They are the largest dealer by volume, and they've had no new deliveries of their equipment since January. So if you're needing one, you might want to get it ASAP. Post office in Philadelphia, they had a sign on the door. I don't know what it means. I'm just putting it out. No money orders, so I guess maybe they're not selling money orders. Now, and it said debit or credit card only, no cash. Interesting. Anyone else seeing that at U.S. postal offices? Gas, California. One guy sent it in to me. $6.59 he filled up. There are reports of an actual fuel that's costing over $8.05. This is at a Chevron in LA. This is not the norm. It's definitely down in the 6 range for most fuel over in California. Central Missouri, Tyson Chicken Factory, semi truck with chickens turned over. So, you know, not a huge loss, but in a tight market that's already very tight, every little bit helps. This is a regional airport in the center of the country. This guy pumps general aviation fuel, and he also pumps commercial jet fuel. And they are having a shortage of jet fuel. They are not running out. They're just getting every day very low. One day they got down to 200 gallons left of the commercial jet fuel. Northwest Ohio, diesel, $5.39. A trucker filled up at $600. This is an RN with over 30 years in critical care and trauma. She has seen AFib problems, that's the heart rhythm problems, higher than ever, and it's in younger people, people that should not have this problem. She's also seen other health problems, and it's probably related to this. Car parts. This is a car plant, and normally they shut down for 2 weeks. They're going to do their summer shutdown, and they've already been told it will be a 3-week shutdown and possibly 4, and this is because of part shortages. Can't build cars without parts. This is out west. This is a big civilian engineering firm. They do big commercial projects, airports, hospital, bridges. He's saying it's hard to get concrete and other cements. And they probably use a lot of it. This person builds pool tables, does something with pool tables. They also do private baseball lessons. They're seeing a supply problem getting certain things they need to finish the pool tables. And also, the private baseball lessons, people are canceling. So there's people feeling the pinch and getting away from having private baseball lessons. This is a salesman for a large company. He's been in the business 20 years, and he does different kinds of caulk. They usually have one price increase every 2 to 3 years. He's been doing it for 20 years. But last week, they are being told they are going to have monthly, literally monthly price increase on their products. So they tell their people that buying it. Also, there is a 15-week lead time on everything, so things are backed up. Ingles can of soup was $1.88. He sent me the new picture, and it's $3.28. That's some serious price increase. Florida, the fire rescue for a county in Florida, Rescue 24, Station 24, out of service. Reason, they do not have the people to man it. They're even asking for volunteers. Cannot find quality people to hire. So they're closing it down, I think on June 1st. Or maybe 28th, but it's coming very quickly. Columbia, South Carolina, the LDS store, where you can buy not surplus food, but bulk food. Their credit card machine was down last week, so it was not working, and so the lady went home and did an online order. So there was no white wheat berries, no oatmeal, no flour, no dehydrated apples, no carrots, no onions, no potatoes. And I was told from a guy up in New Hampshire that works inside one of these LDS that there's 5 items that are permanently out until they get new stock, as in new harvest in. This person is in the know and says China controls roughly 90% of the global supply of input to make generic antibiotics. The U.S. virtually no capacity to manufacture antibiotics. This is a crime in itself. This is a national security issue that should have never got this far. So 90% of any generic antibiotic, the rough particles or the rough ingredients come from China. This is the middle of the country up north. This is a person that draws blood, and they're also short certified lab technicians. They could be closing down lab stations at urgent care centers because they do not have enough qualified people that draw the blood. Also, the urine specimens can't be drawn because they don't have the qualified people to do it. And this person's been in the business a while, says that it is showing internal signs of a systemic failure in the medical area. Formula shortages, got a lot of pictures, a lot of empty shelves for formula, so I hope if you need it, you can find it. This is down south. This is a Dollar General store. Normally, they get 1,900 to 23 items delivered to their store when they get a delivery. Now it's been reduced to 700 to 800 items on a delivery, and they're getting fewer deliveries. Texas Walmart. Water, I think, was $1, and now it's $1.39. That is a 39% increase. That's a big inflation rate. This is from an electrical utility. The electric company sent out notices, official notices, that transformers, the large pad mount ones, they were promised them in 9 months. It's been a year. And they might not get them till July. This is how critical these pad mounted transformers are. Also, they've seen a 3 to 4% increase from a year ago prices. And any other new ones being ordered could take 14 to 18 months. So some customers have to get their building put up or get it finished. So the power company said they could put in overhead transformers for now, but they're in very short supply, and they will soon be out of those too. This gentleman had a major puncture injury on his foot, so bad he had to have an ambulance, so bad he had to put a tourniquet on. So the doctors and the nurses at the hospital were debating to give him an IV antibiotic and some pain medicine. But they were concerned because they don't know when their restock of these items would come in. So they decided not to give this patient the IV antibiotics and some pain medicine because shortages. And the guy got a prescription for antibiotics that he could fill at a pharmacy. He had to go to or call 5 different pharmacies to get this filled. Also, this guy has connections in Wisconsin and North Carolina with gyms. He says replacement parts or replacement pieces of equipment in the gym is running 9 to 12 months behind. This is from Guam. They said many businesses are closed over there. Did not give the reason. So I don't know if it's economics. I don't know if it's from the COVID problem. But many businesses are closed down. Many medicines are no longer available. Gas is at $6.84 a gallon. This is from a corporate income tax auditor. Tax departments are pushing their people to get audits resolved. And he says this is an indicator of upcoming corporate layoffs in finance and accounting jobs. He believes that the second quarter earnings, when they come out, there's going to be large company layoffs. This is from someone that works in the road and bridge department in the South. Culvert pipe has gone up. A 15-inch pipe per foot is $8.30, went up to $14.41. 18-inch went from $11.30 to $19.55 per foot. 36 went from $32.60 to $55.85. So you're seeing big jumps in there. And that's costing the state more money, which will eventually cost us more money and increase taxes. This guy has worked in the IT industry for 25 years. Data storage devices are an 8-month wait to get them. Network switches and routers are a 6 to 8-month wait. Laser printers are hard to find. They've had a 30% increase across the board. He also said in his county that most departments are about 85 to 90% staffed. They can't get to 100%. Also, jailers are at 70. Jailers, I've been talking to some jailers throughout the United States. It is critically 70%. They're lucky. Most places are worse than 70%. This is a rural property owner in Wisconsin trying to get some solar put up on their house. They've looked for 5 months. There's no solar companies that will do it. Nobody has the time. And she also went to go look for just electricians that could install it. She couldn't find any electricians. So there's definitely a shortage of skilled workers. Deep South, this is a very large, heavy civil construction company. They had a notification that will receive 20% reduction from their supplier on diesel, 20% less. So they're being rationed. They normally use 100,000 gallons a month. This is a huge company. Also, they're seeing motor oil and hydraulic fluid is limited too. Aggregate, sand, Portland cement, hard to get. And they're also having a labor problem. Can't find enough skilled workers. This is a medical transportation company, and they take wheelchair clients to dialysis, the hospital, doctor, chemo appointments. They had to cut their service area by 50% because of the fuel costs. So now they will only cover you, instead of going to 30 miles away from where you need to go, they'll only do 15 miles. So this is causing a big problem for people that live in the country that were relying on this transportation company to get them to doctor's appointments. Now they're going to have to find another way in. Costly for everyone. Person that works in a coal mine, they're getting coal out of the ground, no problem, but they're saying the trains are not getting it out of their way fast enough. So there's a hauling problem with trains. This is from a gun manufacturing. He's a big one, major company. If I named the company, everyone, 99% of you would say yes. They're being sent home on some days because of raw material shortages. Also, he personally had a bacterial infection, and they absolutely told him that don't fill it unless it's absolutely necessary to fill it because there's such short supply of this antibiotic. This is a large chemical company, the largest chemical company in the world. This man deals with chemicals in the nutritional, beauty, and personal care. The orders they're getting from companies that take their raw materials and make products, he's seen about 50% of the orders. They do not have the materials to fill, so they're delayed. Also, they're receiving a lot of shipping damages. Either they're shipping it to the customer or a bigger place is shipping it to them. A lot of shipping damages, which really hurts the bottom line of everyone. Companies are suffering because if they can't get the chemicals, they can't make the final product that we all buy. Also, auto glass replacement business, people that fix your glass if you get a broken window, noticed in the last few weeks a huge reduction in people wanting their services. They think it's because of the food costing more, people unsecuring their jobs, gas costing more. There's more strain on the finances of people. And normally people have a $500 deductible to have this work done. So they believe it's directly a result of people hurting financially. So they're, I guess, living with that crack if they can get by with it. This is a national pest control company known worldwide. They're having problems finding the chemicals to treat and destroy these bad insects. Also, they're finding a problem getting qualified people, or really any person that they can train. This is down in the South. This is an overhead crane manufacturing. They make manufacturing cranes that work inside of warehouses that also use in manufacturing plants. There is a 6 to 8 month back order for the electric motors. There's an 18-month lead time on lots of the parts. So they're putting these cranes in, but they're still lacking the motors. All right, let's go over to Maine. Maine has gasoline at $4.91 a gallon. Also, a medical insurance company called Anthem. They have stopped paying for specialized fees. Some hospitals no longer take their insurance, but the kicker is a lot of state workers and teachers use this insurance. So they're definitely having some type of cash flow problem or some type of problem where they're trying to cut costs. New Hampshire, this person was looking for a couch. They actually bought the couch in 2013 and they wanted the same one. So they went to the place they bought it from, the same model, the same furniture store, they could get the same thing. This was going to be made in Virginia. They originally paid $2,550 and they had custom fabric put on this thing, and it was in 2013. They wanted the same exact thing. The price was $4,249, but it did not include the custom fabric like they got before, and custom fabric would be $400 to $3,400 upgrade. It depends on what they pick. So that's like a doubling of price for sure. Delivery for this couch would have been in December sometime, so months and months away. Also, they mentioned that the heating oil up in their area in New Hampshire was $6.24. That'd be a cash delivered price, $6.24 for heating oil delivered. Regular gasoline, propane is running $4.17 a gallon. Let's go up to northern New York. Northern New York. Police department back ordered of their ammunition. It's on 6+ month back order. Also shortage of new patrol cars. Also Kenwood radios are back ordered since January, February, and no ETA when they'll be in. Correction officers very short for their jail. People that put in residential septic systems, difficulty quoting prices because of the changing prices on everything. This is a trucking company in New York State. They had to cannibalize some of their trucks to keep other trucks running because there's such a shortage of parts. This is a veterinarian clinic in New York. Back order on so much of their products that they use in their clinic for their animals. And anything they try to get, they have to spend tons of time looking at multiple places till they find it. So they're wasting a lot of time just trying to find supplies. This lady wanted North Carolina a septic tank routine maintenance. I believe it'd probably be being pumped out. And the company said, call back later. We're so short staffed we can't even schedule you. Minnesota, gasoline $4.49, diesel at $5.35. Let's go to East Texas. This is egg gas, so it'd be the red diesel that's dyed red, used for agricultural. It's non-tax. A year ago they were paying $1.65. They just filled up, and it was $4.90. Virginia Department of Corrections, they're 1,500 officers short. This is a production manager in New York State. They're short brass. They can't get it to make stuff they need. Cutting oil went from $55 to $72 a gallon. He also said that China won a contract for the Boston Transit. The company that is Chinese is called CRRC. They're also bidding on the California contract as well. This company, the production manager in New York State, they have DoD contracts, but they've had no orders since Biden became president. This is a plastic manufacturing up north. A type of grease that they use is not available at all. Spare parts are 6 months or more out. 1/6 of the production line is down because of overproduction, so people aren't buying what they're making. And other plants in the same company, they have more than 1/6 of their production line, a lot more. So some plants are even shut down more because of no orders. Also, he said the electrical rates for residential up there went up 38.3 from May to June. Electrical costs are going to skyrocket. There you go. That's some boots on the ground. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you plan accordingly. Thanks for watching.